Good morning, fam. Welcome to another episode of the Dunn Wisdom Morning Show. Actually, a very special episode of the Dunn Wisdom Morning Show. As you can see, I am shooting to a location, one that I've actually never shot in. I'm in my office at City Hall. My name is Melissa P. Dunn. I'm not only the CEO of MD Marketing Network and the founder of this Dunn Wisdom movement, but I'm also commissioner of the beautiful city of Lauderhill. And today I am inviting a Lauderhill resident and new business owner. Oh, I gave away the surprise, but
Yes, you did.
I'm inviting a Lauderhill resident to come and speak to me not only about her entrepreneurial journey, but about an upcoming initiative in our city called the Return to Work Week 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and help me give a very warm Dunn Wisdom Morning Show welcome to my partner in crime on Fridays for the Lauderhill Business Spotlight, Miss Karen Gray. Hey, Karen.
Morning, morning. How are you, Commissioner?
I am well. So every Friday, I always say good morning, Karen. That's the Karen.
And I say good morning, Karen.
No,
Oh
I
no,
know,
of
right?
course
Now
it would happen.
they have a face to go with the name. So Karen, you are a Lauderhill resident, yes?
I am, definitely am.
Okay, fantastic. I know that you've been living here for what, about a year going on two now?
Yes, May will be 1 year, and I apologize for that. I turned off the ringer, but that's what happens with live TV. I'm in my office. The phone's ringing.
Listen, I know, and I completely understand. I'm sitting here like, ooh, my background. But listen, Karen, you and I, well, first of all, before we get into the Return to Work Week, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I know that you are a publicist. You are an awesome media buyer. You and I collect throughout the year. Tell us a little bit about what you do and your agency.
Okay. Well, of course, my agency is abconceptpr and advertising. We're a boutique agency located in Oakland Park and now with a satellite office in Lauderhill. That was a surprise. We're a Lauderhill business now. So we're spreading, we're growing, we're scaling. It's been an interesting entrepreneurial journey. I would tell people that there's nothing better than working for yourself, but don't stay in that entrepreneurial space. All of us have to graduate to becoming business people, business women, businessmen, because that is where the joy really starts. And when you scale your business, you stop being the head cook and bottle washer and janitor and jack of all trades, and you start to master your trade and do what you got in business to do. Put people to work, help people realize their dreams. And that's where I am right now. I'm scaling. I'm doing media buys. I'm loving it. I'm working with the county. I look at some of my past clients, Chef Irie, who's probably right now on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show doing cooking, COVID quarantine cooking with Chef Irie, working with Reggae Runnings to do the Barris Hammond Show at the Broward Center, working with a plethora of people, Joshua's Heart Foundation, a brilliant nonprofit who does so much for kids. If you have a passion for philanthropy and to support a nonprofit, my two are Joshua's Heart Foundation, Shaq's Hope, and of course, Safe Space Foundation will be the third one. And I'm a member of the Black Dollar Fair, my passion. We are a philanthropic-minded group of women whose mission it is to remind Black women and girls of their beauty and to change the way we are perceived, but more importantly, how we perceive ourselves. And shout out to Mama Doll Dana Hill, who is now in Washington, but we still hail from the great state of Georgia. We're in Florida. We're all over the United States. So I love what I do, and I love making a difference. I love doing things for children, for education, and to give a handout and a leg up to someone that wants to start their own business.
I love it. You know, Karen, you said something very interesting that I want to explore now. I don't know why my computer is freezing there for a minute. You said something very interesting that I would like to explore, Karen, and that is that you are in the process of scaling your business. Is the move to a satellite, opening a satellite office in Lauderhill, a part of that strategy?
Absolutely, absolutely. As you scale your business, you start to bring people on because as an entrepreneur, you're doing everything. And when you do everything, you kind of hold back on what you can do and how often and how large you can go. When you scale your business now, you can start to bring people on to do the work, and you can bring more business into the company. And being in Lauderhill just gives me an opportunity to work with Lauderhill residents and communities in the surrounding area to open up the opportunity for employment and to work with the city of Lauderhill and other communities and government agencies to bring more work into the community to help people find jobs and to do what they enjoy doing.
All right. So speaking about finding jobs, you and I are collaborating on an initiative that I'm super excited about. We actually bootstrapped the project last year.
We did.
And we actually planned it last year in like a matter of weeks.
Nanosecond.
So it's the Return to Work initiative. Last year, it was just one day, a virtual job fair. Now we have expanded it into a whole week, and we have actually also expanded the partnership.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about the Return to Work week. What is it, and what can people expect?
Well, we have a whole week of activities. We're starting with a faith-based initiative on the Sunday, May 9th. And that's where we are collaborating with local churches so that they can inform their community that there are jobs available and to tune into the Return to Work week, job fair, and job week. Throughout the week, we're going to have several workshops that'll talk about resume writing, skills training, communications, the importance of how you communicate with people while you're at the job, what you can and can't say. You know, there are things that people used to consider to be a joke. Well, it's no longer a joke and you shouldn't say it. So we're going to have that workshop. We're going to have a workshop for returning residents, a very, very important part of our community. Let's put these people that are now back in society to work and get them to support themselves and change their lifestyles. We're going to have skills workshops being done by, and that's being done by OIC. We're going to have Career Source Broward doing a workshop. And help me out, Melissa, I don't have it in front of me. Put up the flyer. We've got a great, we're going to have a town hall meeting.
Listen, we're having all kinds of technical difficulties on my end. I tell you what, but I'm going with the flow. So this is the actual flyer, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. This is the actual flyer. And we have workshops on resume writing, interview skills, job readiness, and communications, right? Yes. So the idea is that you will all the way up from Monday to Wednesday, there'll be opportunities for you to get ready, right? For you to get your resume ready, for you to learn how to be a great interviewer, for you to be prepared so that by the time you come to the job fair on Thursday, you will feel confident and your resume will be right and you'll know exactly how to give a powerful interview so that you can put your best foot forward.
Absolutely. And that's so important. It's you know, it's about preparing the community for what they face. And you know, COVID has really taken a hit on our community. And we're so thankful for our collaborators and partners. And I'm looking at the flyer, so I'm not seeing the screen, but I'm just going to read, you know, Monday, we've got the resume writing with Career Source. Tuesday, interview skills, the Haitian Chamber. Wednesday, Tuesday again, we have our hybrid town hall where we talk about investments to fuel a COVID economy recovery, a very important town hall meeting where we'll have community leaders, elected officials, and talk about the state of employment and what different initiatives that are and approaches that are being done to ensure employment in the city of Lauderhill and beyond. Getting and keeping a job with the Urban League, communication styles with HR, creative HR partners. Again, on Thursday is the actual return to work job fair, which goes from 10 a.m. to noon. And it's a virtual job fair. And we're going to have rooms where employers will be stationed. They'll talk about the jobs that they have open and how you can apply for those jobs and how you can schedule interviews with them. So if you're looking for a job and if you are out there trying to make a career change or college graduates that are looking for a job, but that, COVID just has put the brakes on that part of your journey, definitely tune in. And the website is return2work.us, and that's return2work.us. I believe the portal is going to be open in the next couple of weeks. Do we have a final date on that yet, Melissa, when the portal will be open?
Right now, I want people to go to the website. There is an option for you to join the waiting list or to join the mailing list. So go in if you know that you need help finding a job. If you know that you've been impacted by COVID and you lost your job or you're now underemployed, go to return2work.us. That's return2work.us. I put the email, the website address in the chat. Go there and join the mailing list so that as soon as we post the action piece, you will be notified right away. And that should be up by the end of the week, hopefully. We are working out through some of the logistics, and that registration link will be ready shortly. Now, Karen, I'm going to share with you why I felt it was important for us to do this initiative, and then maybe you can tell me why you think it's important for you. But for me, I remember for the last couple of years working with Prosperity Broward, or even in my community service work when I was on the board of directors or the past president of the chamber. I know that pre-COVID, the unemployment rate for Lauderhill and several other communities was in the double digits, while the rest of Broward County was like 3 or 5%, ridiculously low number compared to the disparities of 6 zip codes that have the highest unemployment rate. And those 6 zip codes, 3 of them are in my city. So one of the campaign promises that I made to myself is that I was going to create an opportunity for people to get back to work. I did it as a candidate, and now as a commissioner, we're bringing the same group of people back together, but now we're doing it bigger. So instead of one day focusing on getting people back to work, we're doing the whole week. And that's why it was important for me to do this, Karen. Why was it important for you to get a Better Concept PR on board with this project as a partner?
Well, if you want to you have to be the change. So this was an opportunity for a Better Concept to be a catalyst for change and to get involved in an important initiative that brings people together for the greater good of community and beyond. And I pride myself on being a change maker and supporting change maker initiatives. And this is a change maker initiative. I worked on your campaign, and I know how passionate you were about making sure that the city of Lauderhill shines and it becomes one of the best cities to live, work, and play. And what better way to do that than to get people back to work? I live in Lauderhill, so it's important for me to make sure that these initiatives are successful. It's important for me to make sure that we get the word out, press conference, town hall, doing whatever a Better Concept can, along with our other partners, to make sure that everybody knows a job fair is coming. more and more people are being vaccinated. Today is the first day that everybody in Florida can get vaccinated, regardless of age, regardless of any kind of being in any high risk categories. So people they even said on the news this morning that Google and Bloomberg expect people to come back to work once they're vaccinated. So we're making initiatives to get back to normal. So now's the time to position yourself, people out there looking for work, to get on board, get on the work train and come return to work with us.
Return to work. I love that. Yeah, and incidentally, if you're 18 and over, right, you can get your vaccine. So Karen, I so appreciate the service that you've offered, not just to me, but to the city. As a resident, and now I'm super excited that you're a Lauderhill business owner. I love it.
Yes. Growth.
Let's say good morning to a few folks, and then I want to have the second half of the conversation really be about your entrepreneurial journey and how you came to the point where, listen, you're like, I'm going to scale my business. I'm going to open a second location, and that second location is going to be in the city of Lauderhill. All right. So let's say, good morning to you, beautiful Donna. Thank you. She said good morning to you too, Karen.
Good morning,
all right, Miss Joy. Good morning.
Good morning, Joy.
Miss Joy sent me a text this morning with a beautiful song designed to get me moving and inspired. Thank you so much, Miss Joy. I really appreciate your inspiration. Thank you. And then, of course, you guys, Return2work.us is a website so that you can take advantage of this job fair. And you know what, Karen, before I leave this, I think it's important for us to say who the partners are.
Absolutely.
So we have Prosperity, we have the Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance and Prosperity Broward as a partner. OIC of South Florida, Broward College, Lauderhill Health and Prosperity Partnership, of which you are the communications sub-council chair. And that's one of my passion projects that we're doing in the city of Lauderhill. OIC of South Florida, Career Source Broward, the Greater American Chamber of Commerce, of which you're on the board, right?
Yeah, I'm the first vice president.
I didn't know you were first vice president.
Yeah, Patrick is our president and Glenn is our chairman of the board. And we have great members that are working hard to bring that chamber back to the greatness it once was. So we're looking for.
And then we have the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce, Creative HR Partners, the Urban League of South Florida, the Urban League of Broward County, and of course, let's not forget the Diamond Butterfly. So I am.
And a better concept.
Oh, and a better concept PR. Listen, how can I forget that? We've been talking about your partnership for the last 18 minutes. So Karen, can you share with me a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey?
Sure. I have over 30 years of sales experience in advertising, selling for the Broward New Times, the Broward Palm Beach New Times, and Verizon Yellow Pages and their online programs. I then branched out on my own after Verizon shut down in 2008. And went right into sunbiz.org and opened up a better concept without figuring out what we were doing, where we were going, just knowing that we were going to do something to make a difference. And that's when I started my journey. And, as with all entrepreneurs, you kind of go through that little Dumbo phase where your ears are bigger than your body and you're tripping over yourself till you figure out what you want to do. You work as an entrepreneur, you work your job, you look for different things to bring money in while you're building. You do your Red Cross duties of working with various organizations, giving away your services for free to build a name for yourself. And then you start working on building a clientele and doing different things. And it's been an amazing journey. I've worked with the likes of Almarie Chalmers, who is Mario Chalmers from the former Miami Heat guard. I work with her on her book. I work with Angelique Terrelange with South Beach Furs. She moved to New York, and she's got a fabulous line of furs that are not animal skin. They're actually feathers. And then I work, of course, with Chef Irie, our beloved chef in South Florida. I've worked with June Minto and Eddie Edwards and the whole gang at the Grace Jamaican Jerk Festival, working with them in their culinary pavilion, which is, brought to you by Publix, and had a great time working on the Barris Hammond concert with Reggae Runnings and Tonto Irie for several years, and we brought it to the Hard Rock, and then it was at the Broward Center. So it's been a good journey. Our latest project was working with the county on their manatee campaign. We've worked with Miami Gardens on the vaccination project, which is so important. In COVID, it's not just about COVID, it's about doing what's best for your family to keep them safe. So we had that promotion with the flu vaccine for the city of Miami Gardens, and I worked with you on that project. So it's been an amazing journey, and you learn a lot. You meet a lot of interesting people. You work with people, small businesses that are just getting started, and then you scale yourself up. For a while there, I did counseling with the Florida Women's Business Center, and that was an interesting journey. You learn a lot. You work with people that are starting business, and you learn what you can, how you can steer them to get their business off the ground. And it's amazing. Most people come to those centers looking for grants, and there are no grants for startups. There's a lot of grants out there for education and research, but there's no grants for startups. So that was an interesting part of my journey as well. But I love doing what I do. The biggest thing is, people come to you as a publicist and, I need a publicist. I'm like, really? What do you need a publicist for? I need someone to book me gigs. And I'm like, no, you need a booking agent. That's not what a publicist does. I need a salesperson. I'm like, fabulous. I'll help you. Let's see how you can get one.
Speaking of a publicist, Karen, could you share with us perhaps 2 tips that a small business owner can use to garner more media coverage for themselves? Just 2 nuggets.
Well, the most important thing is, if you're looking to get on TV and get coverage from news, the operative word there being news media, then you have to have news. It has to be timely, and it has to be newsworthy. Not everything that is news to you is something that a media house is going to consider newsworthy. It has to have bite. In our profession, we say, if it bleeds, it leads, which unfortunately is true, because that's what most news is about. But if you're going to have something that's worthy of coverage, then it has to be something that's impactful to the community, that's timely. Is it an event that people will benefit by knowing about? Are you offering a service that people will benefit from, that they haven't heard about, that has a news edge to it? So, and it's not everything that you consider news that is news. So it's up to me, when I hear what you're saying, is to peel the onion back and figure out, well, what is the newsworthy component of the story so that it can be pitched? Because with the advent of social media, everybody's in that free mentality, and social media is good, but it's still the basic. It's still the media mix. It's still traditional media wrapped up in new fandangled social media and internet media and all those goodies. Because just remember something, an ad is an ad once, and there is no such thing as a magic bullet. So I learned selling advertising, that advertisers advertise, and publicity. Once the news runs, it's old news. They're not going to run it again. So you better have a marketing and advertising plan to support and use the publicity to support your marketing and advertising plan. It gives you credibility. That's what publicity is. If you have a newsworthy story and a news media house covers you, it's because they see the validity in your story and it gives you credibility. Use that to your advantage. Incorporate it into your marketing. Incorporate it into your advertising. There's a reason you see all those things that says, "I've seen on TV" or "I've seen in the news." It's because it gives you credibility because you got coverage.
It sure does. It sure does. Well, listen, Karen, I want to say thank you so much for joining me this morning. Listen, done is better than perfect, right?
There you go. There you go. And it's just TV, you know, it's internet TV, but it's Facebook TV, and we want to make sure we get the word out. So if you know someone that wants publicity, I'm here. You can give us a call at 954-566-2712. 954-566-2712. Our website is A Better Concept.
Tell me the phone number again. I'm going to put it in the thing.
954-566-2712. And of course, the website is abetterconcept.com. If you're looking for some, and you know, we talked about everything. My partner would be remiss if I didn't say that. My partner, Vinny Rich, Ultimate Vinny Rich. We've got ABC Ultimate Studios in our office now. So we do production work. We make your commercials. We make your videos. We make your radio spots. We do voiceovers. We are a complete package. The publicist is forgetting to publicize what she does.
I know. I love it. For some reason, I'm having some internet trouble, so I can't, didn't allow me to really post the last thing. So, Karen, I'm going to wrap this up before we have any. I want to thank you so much. Let me try this again. I just saw Miss Joy say hello. So let me try putting your number again. Give it to me, Karen.
954-566-2712.
All right, let's see if that goes. Yay! There you go. It posted.
Yay!
And you know how I know that
it's
we
not
can
the
do it.
problems, it's how you handle it. Yay, Joy. Yay, Karen. Thank you.
Perfect. I love it. All right, you guys. So I'm going to give you my final pitch for the Return to Work week. Again, it is May 10th. Here we go. Let me pull it up. It is May 10th through the 14th. And we are asking you to go to return2work.us to register right now.
Absolutely.
There you go. Return to Work Fair. You know, I didn't have Natasha with me. If I had Natasha, we would have figured out a more sophisticated way to show this. But that's the graphic right there. And I hope that you will take advantage of this opportunity. So share and like this video if you know somebody who is in need of a job, because we are about, I would say, a good 10 organizations that's come together to produce the Return to Work week. Any final words of wisdom, Karen, before we sign off?
Absolutely. Be kind to yourself. I stole your closing line, but be kind to one another. If you know somebody that needs a job, don't keep it a secret. That's what Return to Work is. And it's return2work.us, and that's return the number 2 work.us. We're going to have a host of companies, all types of industries. Now's the time. If you're not ready for a job, we're going to have skills training workshops that'll prepare you. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Let's get back together. Let's come out of COVID strong.
Yes, let's come out of COVID strong. All right, Karen, thank you so much for joining me on such
Thank you.
I appreciate
Have a wonderful week, everyone.
All right. Be well. And remember, be kind and loving to yourself today. You deserve it.